Hi, welcome to Loggerheads Country Park in North Wales, UK. I am fortunate that this area is full of limestone and fractures, which takes the water away and goes underground into the mines. So I was able to learn to dowse from this. If you look at behind me, you'll see a sinkhole which the water's going down. You'll see I've marked out with flags already where it's going, and if we look closer you'll see what we call a sinkhole or a swallow hole, with a large one just beyond here, which is taking quite a bit of water away, which then joins into the whole river system beneath the ground. I'm going to demonstrate to you how we do this with the rods. It will give you an idea, and if you visualize the water and picture it in your mind, it makes it easier to dowse. I'll give you some demonstrations with the tools I use, such as the V-rod, the wand, and the angle irons. We'll start with the angle irons. You walk away from the source of the problem, angle across away from it, and then you turn in when the rods turn in, like so. We keep on walking now until we hit the source of the water. There we go. We've got a reaction. That's the flow direction it takes. It's going that way. Coming from there. Now we'll walk through the source itself. Rod will cross each time I'm in the water. Now I'm out of it. Put the flag down. Continue to walk. Now we're in the next one of water beneath the ground, which is going that way. If we walk like this, we're going against the flow. This is the V-rod. Hold the V-rod like so, wait till it bobbles up and down. Now we walk, see if we're going against the flow. There we are. So we're going against the flow. So we walk against the flow. Each time I move against the flow, the V-rod comes towards me. If I'm going with the flow, the rod will go down, the V-rod will go down, like so. If I walk out of the source, this is what happens. Here's the source here. This is the edge. This is the other edge here. Following through across there. So if I walk out of it, set the V-rod up again, and then walk out, nothing happens. If I go back in, I'm on it again. So the water will be on the edge of where I am, and if you look that way you'll see the rest of the sinkhole, and the blue flags represent where it is. If you go closer to it you'll see the water moving down into the sinkhole. Got it? In the water, follow the flow, keeps going down, like so. If I go out of the flow, the V-rod will stop. When I hit the other source of water, the V-rod will work again. Set it up, turn, go out, looking for water beneath the ground, and you'll see it's gone again. It's twisted again. To show you how it's twisted, pressure of it. So we know there's another source here which joins into it. I will continue to walk that way, showing where the water sources are again, using the V-rod. Again. I'm going to walk against the flow, coming from over there, where the yellow flags are. Back into it again, another one here. If you want to determine the depth of it, there's several ways of doing it. One way is to face the flow, as I'm doing now, and then work out how deep it is by doing what they call a standing depth count. Like so. 5 feet or more, 10 feet, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 feet or more, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 feet. It's down, the water top of the water is 26 feet below my feet. And yet, the sinkhole and swallow holes are here. So you can imagine there's quite a drop down into the fracture zone and caves and tunnels underneath here. This is a wand. Some dowsers use a wand. This is a wand. Another gadget which a dowser uses to find water. Water on the end, same as the V-rod, because I'm a sample dowser. Let's put it to work. By the side of you, you think of water beneath the ground. It starts to move, you walk, and once you hit where the water is, it circles like so. While you're in the water, it continues to circle like so. Once you get out of the water, which is now, it starts to pull you back to where the yellow flag is. Now I'm in the water again. As I move out, that's what happens. So that indicates where the water is. If we continue to walk this way, it will stay dead until I come to water again, and it circles again. You can see the sinkhole. There's the water going down, being lost. Ideal place for learning to dowse. I'm going with the wand now to see where the edge of the water is beneath the ground. When you get to the edge, the wand will change as it's done now. We're going to determine the depth of the water now beneath the ground. You set it like in motion. You find out which way the flow's moving. So we use the V-rod just to confirm